How's he handling pushed again by Finley and knowing that he played it well for Mountain West last year, but obviously Finley won the job originally, and you guys are giving him a chance too. How's Brett handling kind of the competition as part of it?
Yeah, Brett's handling it great. So is Finley. They're both battling and having a good time with it. Obviously, they can only control what they control, and that's focusing on their attitude and their energy and their effort that they come out to with practice. And I thought they both done a great job with that. Everybody wants reps. I want reps. Can I get out there? I'd like some reps too. But obviously you got to do a good job on the sideline of getting mental reps and getting as much as you can at practice. So really, as a coach, that's what I'm looking for. And as things are going on, it may not be just focusing on the guy that's in, but how are those guys handling on the sidelines? Are they getting those mental reps? Are they paying attention and knowing what's going on? So I think both of them are handling it great.
Have you seen Ryan come back from injury and handle, losing the starting gig? He's just kind of had some adversity throughout his time here at Boise State. I don't know if you're completely caught up to speed on all of it, but how has he handled this whole situation, I suppose?
It is a tough situation. With what Finley's had, a bunch of different offensive coordinators, quarterback coaches, and kind of having to deal with that. I understand there's some frustration there. And my biggest thing with him was, hey, let's make sure we're handling little things. We're positive in what we do, good body language, okay, and then just preparing for success. And that's, again, going back to control what you can control and not worry about the things that you can't. So, yes, it's been a tough situation. It's been a tough run, but I think the way he's handled it and the communication that we've had has been awesome. And I'm looking forward to working with him and that whole group a lot more.
I know it's only the first day of practice, and there's a lot of stuff to process still. But are there any areas that really stick out that you're trying to get addressed this spring, offensively?
Offensively or quarterback-wise?
Offensively, sorry.
Well, again, offensively, I'm still trying to get a hold of everything too. So, I thought today went really well, and they handled the operation of things. They were playing with tempo, we were crisp in and out of drills. Again, I was really happy with all of that. I think offensively, we're looking to be as crisp and as fast as we can, and just we'll get a better feel as we're looking through film, in the next few days early on to see. Obviously, we've got our early goals, and each position has got their goals and objectives, but truly seeing how it all flows and where we need to go with some of our corrections.
Quarterback-wise, where would you want to see your guys make the most growth during spring practice?
Early on, I've been hitting just a lot of fundamental footwork, balance type stuff. I do feel like they've got a pretty good feel for the offense and the operational piece. I think they can come a long ways with their footwork, where their balance is, their fundamentals, and being a little bit sharper and crisper with their movements.
Harsin said when he hired you, first brought you in here, he kind of said that he had said, what are 5 things that they're crazy for not having or whatever. Were those things easy to think of, or was it did you have to ponder a little bit about what you really wanted to bring here?
I think what we do here offensively is awesome. We play with good tempo, we mix the tempo up, we're using different personnels, different formations, different movements and shifts, and so that's tough on a defense. And if there are a few little things that I can bring from that Eastern offense, what I'm used to, maybe in the pass game or empty sets or open type stuff. We'll see, through spring and see how that applies to what we already do, and again, with me being more comfortable with the offense, through spring, we'll see how either that quick game or that empty stuff or some of the things you saw with the Eastern Washington offense develops.
Does that excite you? Does the potential that you could be able to fold that into an offense that's already pretty good?
Yeah, definitely. We're always looking to be better, right? There's always things we can be better at. And seeing what defenses do to us, and a lot of it will be game plan type stuff. So once we get into the fall, we're seeing what defenses are doing against us, and then being able to kind of tweak things and say, hey, why don't we get to this, or hey, we're seeing this on film, let's make an adjustment here. So a lot of it won't be full, play type stuff. It'll be tweaks off of what we already have.
For being a co-offensive coordinator, is there anything different than what you're used to? Is it just a different title?
Obviously it's a lot different being in a new program and adjusting to the different styles. Practice styles are different, meeting styles are different. So I'm really just trying to adjust to that, get into a groove, and but overall, I mean, coaching quarterbacks, I just feel very comfortable doing, and I think the offensive staff has been awesome, and it'll be fun working with everybody. And once we get into fall and are preparing for those first few games, it'll be a collaborative effort, putting together a successful game plan.
I jumped in late, but how was the first practice for you?
Oh, it was great. Had a blast with it. And again, I was impressed with the tempo that we played at in the Christmas. For being practice one in the spring, there wasn't a whole lot of miscues. But again, we'll watch through the film and evaluate as coaches and see what we need to make corrections on. And the nice thing is we have practices every other day, so we have time to really be thorough in our evaluations and critiques of all the things that we run.
It seemed like you were pretty impressed with what Brett was able to do as a true freshman. I guess now, what was it that really stood out to you? And then also, if there's anything that really kind of stood out that you want to see, him personally try to step up this spring.
Yeah, I mean, being a young quarterback, again, I'm impressed with where he's at mentally. That stuck out for sure. His work ethic, his day-to-day process has been awesome. It's obviously a fun guy to work with. He's going to be working a lot of fundamentals, footwork, getting the ball out quicker. That's one of the things we've been talking about, being a little more fluid with his delivery, and being more accurate with his throws because of his balance and what he's doing fundamentally. So that'll be the main, early on at least, and then as we get deeper into our installs, then I'm sure it'll be more X's and O's and stuff too. So.
And I know you mentioned Finley, but Tommy Stewart, Harsin said that he had maybe had his best offseason since he's been here. What kind of your thoughts on him? It seems like when he's been able to get in games, he's been able to try to provide a bit of a different element too.
Yeah, no, it's nice having depth, and we're fortunate to have some good quarterbacks here and some guys that have had some time on the field. He got some reps last year, in games. And again, he's a smart quarterback. He can operate the offense. He knows all of our adjustments, and that shows in the meeting room.